Good morning. It's Wednesday the 26th of June. I've just left the post office. I've just posted the last of the boxes. I hadn't actually counted how many I'd posted yesterday, but it turns out I had only posted half. So I had still had half to post today, but they've all gone now. Yay, that feels great. I am just popping out to the supermarket because this is the last chance I'll get to go alone. So I've got some sewing to do. I'm feeling on top of everything. Just got to keep going, sorry about yesterday's vlog post being so long. I mean, I don't know where all that came from. I think because it's nearing the end of June, nearing the end of the vlogs, I'm realising there was stuff that I wanted to say, stuff I wanted to show you, stuff I wanted to do, and I'm kind of now trying to squeeze it all into the last few days. I don't think today's will be as long, definitely won't be as long. Yesterday's was crazy long, but thanks for all your nice comments yesterday. You've all been quite supportive, well, really supportive over yesterday's post, and you liked what I had to say. I was a bit worried I might offend somebody. So yeah, thanks for all your comments, and go out there and enjoy your life is the message basically. I'm just noticing how tired my eyes look. I'm doing a really bad job of getting early nights this week. But next week hopefully I can have some lie-ins, so that will be great. Right, just gonna go off to the shops now, zoom round and zoom back home. Hi, it's about 12:25, so I'm going to stop for lunch shortly. I've been sewing since I got home and I'm making good progress. Just got a couple of orders to finish off. So I just thought I'd chat to you while I was doing this. What am I going to say? I had to give myself one of my own talking tos this morning or last night when I was lying in bed, and I was thinking how, you know, it's the end of the week, I've got my boxes done, got my orders done. I was thinking, oh, it would have been good if I had made a bit more stuff for my shop update, because if you remember at the beginning of the month I was making some stuff to have a shop update, which is probably going to be next week. So I was a bit disappointed because I was thinking, oh, I've only made, I think I've got 3 or 4 pouches and I've only made such and such, and then I thought, I stopped myself. I was like, stop. You have worked every second you've had available. You've worked non-stop to the point where you've been exhausted and totally stressed out. You could not possibly have physically worked anymore. And it was just one of those moments where it was like, I just needed to take my own advice that I gave you yesterday and just look at the situation differently. And I was like, well, actually, yeah, I actually could not have worked anymore. And the balance still has obviously not been quite right, although I do take a bit of time sometimes to go and put in the garden or whatever. The only other option, if I'd wanted to work more, would have been not to have done that. And then I would have been back to square one of feeling all stressed and not having any time for myself, which just went against everything I just spoke to you about yesterday. So I realised that actually, okay, I didn't get as much made as I would have liked. I have actually, I'm just looking at the pile now, I have a huge pile of bags actually. I might just show you them. Oh, I've forgotten I'd made quite this many bags. There's a lot of bags there actually. Some small, some big. And I have a few pouches. I think that's all I've got. There's a few pouches there as well. I would have liked more pouches, and I would have liked some zippy cases and some DPN cases, but yeah, I need to, this is my problem, I just don't know when to stop. I would just keep going, I'm like the little Duracell bunny. Yeah, that's enough. That is enough stuff. It will keep us all going through the summer, and then when I come back in the autumn I can get back to stocking up the shop again. I'm sewing stuff for custom order. It's not finished, so I can't even show you it yet. It's all just at the kind of inside outy stages at the moment, and I've got pieces of a pouch just waiting to be sewn together. That shouldn't take me long. I've made the teacher's gift. I'm going to show you that later on when I just dig out the other items I'm going to pop in with it. And I've made another thing which I can't show you yet either, which is really annoying. Sometimes when I put a fabric combination together, and I make the item, it's just like, oh, I just get this feeling when I look at it, certain colours and certain fabrics, and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, and it's so washed out pastel-y, and I just love that kind of look, so it's really beautiful. I'll take a photo of it and I'll pop it on Instagram once it's been received by its recipient. That's really nice. I'll have to remember that combination. I won't talk about it too much because it's really annoying when somebody talks about something and you can't see it. I think I'm all talked out for today. I can't even remember what I've got to say. I've got nothing left to talk about. I'm so exhausted. Yeah, I'm going to finish off what I'm doing. I don't know whether to continue and push on and just get on with this pouch and then get lunch, or whether to have lunch first. I always want to get finished. I always want to do more, and then I feel like I'll relax when I go to get my lunch. I'll push on with this. This is a project bag, so I'll finish this and then see how I feel. It's now almost 2 o'clock and I'm feeling very much in control, which is a good feeling. I'm going to show you now a few things that I said I would show you. First up is the teacher's gift. So we don't know anything about the teacher, I don't really know her, which makes it quite difficult. I do like to make something. If it's a teacher I like, then they get a gift. If I don't really like them, then they don't get a gift. So he's had a great year this year. All I know is that I think she has a dog, so I thought that makes it easier for fabrics, because you don't always know whether people like florals or what colours they like and stuff. And I thought a pencil case, you cannot go wrong with a pencil case, so we decided on a nice neutral, well, Joshua's calling this silver lining, and the nice sort of minty zip, so I thought you can't really go wrong with that. And I got one of these books. It's got the adult colouring in book and crosswords. I thought that would be nice to relax with. And so of course I got a pack of pens which can go in the pencil case. I need to take that bit off. I hope they go in, hope they fit. Yes, they fit. So they fit in there nicely. And there we go. So the book was £1 from B&M, the pens were £2 from Asda. So that's not going to break the bank. And I've got a little gift bag, which is like a cardboardy one, for those to go in, so he can take them in tomorrow, and we'll pop in a little gift card as well. So teacher's gift done. I always laugh at this time of year when people are buying teacher's gifts, and I wonder how many teachers are out there. How many mugs do you end up with that say #1 teacher or world's best teacher? I used to work in a school and the staff room cupboard was just full of them, and I can't think of anything worse to buy a teacher. Jackie, you're a teacher. Do you have 1,000,000 of those mugs? Anyone else who's teachers, tell me. So yeah, that's why I like to give something a little more useful. We gave another one of his teachers a pencil case one year as well, so I think you'll always have a use for something like that. You don't have to use it for pens, you can use it for makeup or anything you like. So I thought that was a nice wee gift. And I also mentioned a week or so ago that I was putting a pack together for Joshua for the summer holidays, and it's just an activity pack. I do this if we go on holiday. He gets his backpack made up as a surprise, and it's full of stuff for his holiday to keep him amused. If we're flying, he gets to open it on the plane. If we're driving somewhere on holiday, he gets to open it when we reach the Forth Bridge, or the Queensferry Crossing as it's now known, the new one. We aren't planning a holiday this year. We would like to get away for a few days somewhere possibly, so that might happen, might not, don't know. But last year I gave him a bag of stuff when he broke off school, so this year I'm going to do the same thing. And it's basically just a bag of activities, a few treats, and when he says he's bored, I will remind him he's got this whole bag of stuff to do. So I've just been in my wardrobe because I have boxes where I will buy stuff throughout the year and I put it away, and then when it comes to times like this, or birthdays, Christmases, I just go into the boxes and have a look through and see what is appropriate for him at this age or his interests or whatever, and I always have a few things there. I am a huge fan of charity shops. My son has had every toy going because I've bought them all at the charity shops. All of his books are 95% of the time from charity shops. And most of his toys have come, well, not most of, but a lot of toys come from charity shops as well, because you can pick up some great bargains. So some of what I'm going to show you today is charity shop stuff, books actually today. So yeah, it seems like he's getting a lot, but actually I shop really, really carefully. And I'll tell you what I mean as I go through the things that I've got him. So I'm just going to show you what I've got. Right, well I got this pack of folders, so I'm going to use one of those to put, I've got a puzzle book. These were, it says £2.20 on it. These were in a gift shop, like a discounty place. They were £1 each, so I thought that was a great bargain. And I've got him a colouring book, similar to the one we got the teacher actually. And this is just Colouring Forest, it's called. There's no puzzles in that one. He loves these types of colouring books. If ever I've got one, he's had it off me and he now has it. And of course I had to get some pens, and he is a stationery addict, so he will love these gel pens, and there's glittery ones at the back too, so he'll use those for his colouring in. So he will be really pleased with those, I think. So yeah, they were both B&M in the book. And I've got him some reading books. These were all charity shops or car boot sales, and I've got a box with a load of books in it, so I've just gone through them, picked them out. He loves anything I choose him, and you'll see what sort of themes we've got. We've got, look, The Railway Rabbit, isn't that a sweet little book? Dinosaur Trouble, Going Solo, because we love Roald Dahl. We read Boy, we enjoyed that, and I love this book. This is probably one of my favourites. I don't really remember it all that much, but I know I loved it. It's basically Roald Dahl's autobiography. This is part 2, so this is when he was an adult. He was in the World War II, he was in the RAF, and oh my gosh, some of his stories are horrendous. Like, he got dropped, I think he got dropped from the plane, but they dropped him in the wrong place, so he was in the middle of nowhere or something. I can remember that part. So I said Josh was doing World War II at school, so I thought he might find this interesting. I will ensure that we read this one together at bedtime, so that I can censor it, just in case there's anything that's not very nice in it. I can't remember, like I said, but there may be bits that are a bit, I don't know if there's any graphic bits in it to do with the war or that, but we'll read that as a bedtime story, and I'll read that to him. And then I've got this Scooby-Doo one where you choose what page to go to next, and that determines what happens next in the book. I don't know where I got that one from. It says $5.99 on the back. I certainly wouldn't have paid that for it. So that is a nice pile of books and stationery, and then the rest is just kind of fun treaty stuff. I got these little Lego kits. These you can usually get free with the newspaper, so we would have got them free somewhere. I know that at one point one of the toy shops, like Toy Master or something like that, was selling bags really cheap, so some of them might come from there, I can't remember. We were lucky enough to go to Legoland last summer for a few days, and it was really good. We all enjoyed that. And I have got this collection of CDs, and it's Mr. Gum collection. I'm sure he's read some of the books. I found this the other day in W.H. Smith. He was with me, and I managed to sneakily go and buy this. It was £2. What a bargain. He loves audiobooks. He loves books, full stop. I think this has got, it's got 4 stories on it, so he'll enjoy listening to those in his room. And I've got him a skipping rope. This was in Asda's. They were all pink. This is pink and orange and purple. He won't mind at all. I'm just saying they were all pink because only girls skip apparently. He's been asking for a skipping rope. So that was £1, did I say? Yep. I got this. This seems to be something that is going to be the next craze, I think. One of our shops up the town centre used to be a £1 world, but it shut down, and I noticed the other day it's opening again as something to do with, it's called below £1, or you know, like under £1, so everyone's going to be under £1. Same sort of shop. These were in the window in a big poster, and I said to Joshua, I bet that's going to be the next big craze. So I saw that in Asda's today for £1, so I thought I'll just get him one of them to play with. It says as seen on YouTube, and all kids like sitting on YouTube watching useless videos, so he's going to get sucked into watching what to do with those. And I got this in B&M the other day. It's a fidget cube. He loves things like this. He will sit and play with this non-stop. This will be the thing that if we're going out to leave the house, he'll make sure he's got this. That was in the sale for £1 as well. And I've got him some food. I've got him some fruity winders. I got him some of these pretzels. He likes pretzels, and I like the sound of white fudge covered pretzels, so that's a kind of little present to me as well. Hopefully he'll share. And just some crisps, because he always asks for like Pringles and things. So he will be in charge of rationing his treats. He's very good at having great willpower, actually. He'll open this bag and he'll take 2 or 3 and then he'll put them away in his cupboard and save them for like another day. He's brilliant when it comes to sweets and stuff. He won't sit and pig out. So he can make them last. And if he says he's bored in the holidays, I'll remind him of all this stuff that he's got. He'll be really pleased with that, I think. And I haven't totaled up how much it cost, but it probably didn't come to much more than, I don't know, £12 or something. I mean, that's nothing. Oh, and I know, you know your own child, I know that he's going to enjoy all of that, so that's good. When he made up my boxes the other day, he said, can I have one? Can you make me a box up with stuff in it? So I might see what I can fit in a box. I don't think all this will fit in. I think what I'll do on Friday morning is just wrap things up in tissue paper really quickly, just to make it a bit more interesting, because I know for a fact he'll open the bag or the box, whatever it's in, race over everything, not even looking at it properly, just to see what's there, you know. But if I wrap it, then it kind of makes the moment last a little bit longer and creates a bit more anticipation and excitement and stuff, so I think he'll enjoy that. Yeah, I really don't think it'll fit in the boxes, so I might have to have a route around for a box that's a bit bigger. So another job kind of ticked off and done. I've sorted all that out. I've got one more job to sew, so I'm going to do that now. And that shouldn't take me long. I should be finished by the time he gets home from school. And then Friday morning I'll be doing a post office run, and I'll wrap this little lot for him, and I will chill out and relax. Yay! What was I going to say? Thursday tomorrow I'm going to Falkland Palace. I know I could easily make the decision not to go, but I mean, you know, the second I step through the gates into Falkland Palace, it's like you forget every bit of stress that's going on outside the gates. It's like magic. There's magic powers there, I'm sure of it. It's so relaxing, so nice. I think because I don't sort of go out very often either and leave the house, that I don't get that sort of, you know, walking away and shutting the door kind of thing and switching off. You get that when you go out to work because you're in a different environment and you forget about whatever's happening in the house and at home. So I don't get that often, so I do always feel that when I go to Fulton Palace. It's like total switching off, and I know I enjoy it, and it's going to be a nice day, so I'll get lunch in the orchard, and I'm going to go looking for wildflowers, and I'll take my wildflower book. And I can't mess up anybody's week again by not going on the Thursday, because I know what havoc it caused last week when I went on a different day. Sorry people. Normality will be resumed this week. Although on saying that, it's Wednesday today and I've decided I'm not going to go to trampolining. I'm too tired. It won't end well. I regretted going last week. I just need not to be rushing about tonight. So yeah, Joshua's still got his class actually, so he's got his class 4 to 5, so that gives me another hour of time alone. So I might get my video edited then, that would be nice. Get it done a bit earlier and get it uploaded for you. Last night's took ages to upload because it was so big. I shall try not to do that again. Right, I'm going to tidy all this away now and find somewhere to hide it and get on with my sewing. I'm standing here cutting out fabrics and I'm thinking away to myself, I wonder if I should quickly make Joshua another pencil case to put all his new pens in. And then I'm thinking, as if I don't have enough to do. And then I just thought I would quickly show you some of the pencil cases I have already made him. As you can imagine, he gets lots of handmade things. This is one that's just Spider-Man fabric. I've made him a cushion with this fabric as well. Actually, I'll go and show you that too. And he's got his name stamped in there. I love to add little touches like that. It just makes it so personal. So that's a cool one. And then I did another one in the same fabric. Again, with his name on the outside here. This is one of the, like a flat one. And again, it has a little stamped boy in it. It's so cute. And this one is probably my favourite. This is covered in like applique bits and pieces. And he's got, that's a sticker. And then his name. I think it's nice to have your name on things. And just buttons that I had kicking about. And more stamps. I love this one. He really likes it too. And it's got some funky dinosaurs in it. I think I need to start making them a lot bigger because he gets them so full that he gets a bit frustrated that he can't fit any more in. But as I said, he's a big stationery addict, so he has a lot of pens and pencils. I'm going to go and grab that cushion and show you it now as well. I can't find the cushion. I'm wondering whether he's taken it out to the summer house. I don't know, it's not in his room. But I've got loads of other stuff to show you that I've made him, and it's on his bed. He's got this really nice large cushion, which I love. I love these colours for kids and kids' rooms. I love. It needs to be bright and fun. I love that. This is, I dug out all the fun fabrics I had at the time, and it's just backed like that, and I put binding on this one, which I thought gives a nice touch, and I think that is so nice and playful, and it's big and comfy as well. And he also has a personalised one. Again, I think the binding just makes it so much more fun than just a regular seam. And he has a quilt on his bed that I made as well, which was, well, it still is one of my prides and joys. I don't think I'm going to get the whole thing in. Oops. So you get the idea. And it's all like little transport fabrics. This was arranged by Anne Kelly. You can still get a lot of Anne Kelly fabrics, and they're really fun ones. I really like them. And then the back is just sort of big patchworky squares and rectangles all just stuck together. But that is so fun, and that's on his bed. He has a duvet as well. He has a lot of covers, so that's on his bed, and I love that I made him that. I made a lot of quilts a few years ago, and he has a crochet blanket here too, which he loves. He has another one as well, which is a nice rainbow one. That's in the summer house. I have seen that. So next time I'm in the garden, I will be sure to show you that. He loves his blankets, and he loves the idea that when he's got that wrapped around him, it's a mummy cuddle, which is really sweet. And I have said to him, when you're older and a grown up, will you still keep all your blankets I made you? And he says yes. So, and all of these things, I haven't coordinated them, but they all go, you know, the colours, so I like that. I think it's really fun. Newsflash, guess what? I'm finished. I've done all my sewing, I've got all my orders done, I'm finished. Yay! So that just means I can enjoy tomorrow, and then Friday is post office, and finishing off that box for Joshua. Oh dear, I'm yawning already. The camera is a little bit squint there. If you've placed an order from me and you've paid for it, which all the orders have been paid for, it's been made and it will be getting posted on Friday. I know there's a couple of you who watch who have placed orders. You'll be wondering where they are. They're on their way, I haven't forgotten about you. Keep an eye on Etsy, because as soon as I ship any order, I mark it as shipped in Etsy, and Etsy should give you a notification. If you have notifications on your phone switched on for Etsy, then it will come up as a little pop-up message, which is quite helpful. what else was I going to say? I can't remember. I wanted to just show you something that I've just made because it is so cute, and I kind of wanted to just document it here. I don't think the customer watches the vlogs. She hasn't mentioned, she hasn't commented on the vlogs, so it's probably safe. Well, it might be, might not be safe to show you, but I'm going to show it anyway. I don't usually like to show things off until a customer's received them, but this is just so flippin' cute. She messaged me and asked could I make her a little mini drawstring bag. When she said mini, she meant mini. She has ordered, or she's bought one of these little printers that you can print to from your phone, and it's tiny. It's only 9 by 9 centimetres. I've actually been looking at getting one myself. I was looking at the HP sprocket, so if anyone has any tips or advice, then let me know. I haven't bought it yet, but I really would like to get it because we all print, we take so many photos and they're all sat on our phones and we don't do anything with them, and I'm so guilty of that. And I do like to do a bit of scrapbooking or journaling or something, so if I could print off special photos there and then I'd be more likely to do it, and the photos wouldn't just get lost online or on my phone or wherever they are, in the cloud, wherever that is. And the photos on the sprocket come out on as a little sticker, so you peel off the back, it's like a sticker, so that is so handy. So I had been sort of thinking about how good that would be for the summer holidays. Anyway, the bag. Yes, I haven't showed you the bag. So the little printer is only this big. So here's the little bag. Oh, how cute is that? She already has a sock sized project bag in this fabric, so she asked for this to be the same. She had to choose a different lining because it didn't have the lining. I just made this in exactly the same way. What's that? Oh my god, I've got a huge bruise, look! I know what that's from. I caught that the other day. There's a screw in my wardrobe sticking out, and I used to have like a bag hanging on it. And I don't have anything on it anymore, and twice now I've caught my arm on it. I don't know what, that one's probably Tilly. Yeah, anyway. So here's the bag. I just made this in exactly the same way I make my big project bags. Just scaled it way down. It's so cute. I've just found something to put in it that was the same size as the printer. It's really difficult to make something to a specific size when you don't have something that size to hand, so I realised that 2 packets of these photo corners would make the right size almost. So they worked great. So yeah, it's just made in exactly the same way. But it's so cute. I just had to show that, I had to have that on here to show you. So that's going to be hopefully very handy for her little printer. Okay, I'm just going to kind of tidy up a bit now, and what will I do with myself now? Don't know. I just came to get my cardigan off the bed. And look, he's all snuggled up in it, drinking up cute. I've just finished my coffee. I've had to move into a shaded spot. It was too hot in the sun. But I'm just having a look around and taking note of all the jobs that need doing. The bird feeders need feeding again, filled again. This tree here needs a good trim because it's blocking my sun. It's blocked an awful lot of light from the patio, and a lot of my pots that were down there just really haven't managed to grow at all. I had a lot of roses and they really weren't happy, so I've moved them all into sunnier spots and they're all putting on nice new growth. Tilly just sits there watching the birds and occasionally tries to jump up at them. Where is she? There she is. What else do I need to do? I'm going to feed my tomatoes today, and the pots, I'll feed the flower pots as well with some flower food. I've got a couple of sunflowers that need to be tied in. I've got those new flower pots that I bought, so I can start putting things in those. I've got some nice geranium / pelargoniums that are going to look beautiful in those. So nice. I feel so much more relaxed already. So I'm going to go and get on with some of those jobs. I've just caught Tilly chasing the butterfly. It was so cute. I didn't manage to get my camera in time. It was the sweetest thing ever. I'm feeling more like me already. I've had a nice little potter in the garden. That felt great. I'm now just making some dinner. I'm doing back to the crustless quiche again. I've just fried off some onions and peppers. I just fried it for quickness. I'm a bit short on time tonight. I need to be finished in time to go and pick Joshua up, and I don't want to leave things in the oven. So I've just fried it off. And all I've got in here tonight is peppers and red onions, and they really are the tastiest things I think you can put in a crustless quiche. But what I'm going to add is some pesto. I did get a spoon here. This pesto in your crustless quiche takes it to another level again. Really, really nice flavour, so I'm going to pop some of that in. I'm going to be able to take a bit of this for my packed lunch tomorrow as well, so that will be very nice. Quiche or crustless quiche the next day after you've made it is always so good. So that's going to be really tasty in my packed lunch. So I'm just dotting some pesto in there. I got pesto because that Tesco magazine had lots of really nice recipes in it, and a lot of them featured pesto, like there was aubergine slices that were griddled with pesto. So that's all it is there. I'm going to put on some cheese. And there was a nice new potato salad with pesto and green beans. So of course I bought some Jersey Royals, little potatoes. So that'll be nice. So, and I got some nice fresh chicken as well. So I'm going to griddle that one night, and that will be tasty with some pesto and things. So cheese in there. I'm not sure how many eggs I'm going to need. I've got 3 in here. I'll pop in another one if I need to. Yes, I think I might just put another one in there, out there. And I finished the strawberries that I had bought this morning. So from now on, all strawberries will be from the garden. So I'll have to go and pick some for tomorrow's breakfast. And I might pop some in my packed lunch too. So that's that done. I'll show you, I'm going to pop that in the oven. 20 minutes or so should be enough, which is good because that's all I have. This is how my little basil's doing on my windowsill. It's doing nicely. This one is a different variety to the one you might be used to in the supermarkets. I think it's called minuet or something, and you get these little pointy leaves, and the leaves are only small on this one. Like, I don't think they will actually, or like they shouldn't get too much bigger than that, but they will grow lots and lots of those little leaves. So I'm looking forward to using that. I love basil, and when I have some basil, I'll make my own pesto. Few other little things on the windowsill here. My mum gave me this as a tiny little cutting, and it's doing all right. It's growing quite nicely. Oh, that was the lavender I brought in. I need to throw that pot out. And these are some cactuses. These are like an Easter cactus and a Christmas one, so they flower at those times. And this is another little cutting my mum gave me, and an African violet. So it was just tiny, like 2 leaves when she gave me it, but it's now got some new ones coming in the middle there. So that looks like it's quite happy. Here's how the quiche looks now it's finished. I'm too impatient to wait for it to cool down, so I'm just going to add it to my plate now. I've just got my potato wedges and some salad. It's now 8:25. This is a bit of a late one for me in terms of editing. I get more rest when I go to trampolining than I do when I stay at home. I ended up just making the dinner, and yeah, that's all I managed to do while Joshua was at his class. This has turned out to be another long vlog again. Hope you don't mind. I'm going to finish off now and I will get this uploaded for you. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!